What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to our 15th event. Hopefully you guys are absolutely enjoying your day so far. I just wanted to hop on here, say what's up, and ultimately have a nice little session today to go through how you should be preparing for quarter four and ultimately how you should be expecting to achieve consistency in this game, whether you're brand new or already doing millions and millions of dollars already. So good to see everyone today. We're a bit early here as well. We're going to start really at noon. It's a little bit before noon at this point, but hopefully you guys are doing well today. We have a lot to go through. It's been quite the journey over the last few months, years, and weeks, and everything else to get to this point of consistency in business and overall just grinding for that movement forward, right? So good to see everyone hopping on today. Say what's up, throw a like in the video if you guys are just hopping on right now live as well. And say what's up down below. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to see where everybody's from. I always love to see that, which is pretty cool. Good to see everyone hopping on today. Welcome to our session today, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. I really wanted to kind of have this random live, or not random, we announced it a few days ago, this 15th live event to kind of walk you guys through how we're preparing for quarter four and also answer any questions that you guys have as well, focusing on generating consistency in the business and preparing yourself to move forward, for the quarter four season. As we know, lots of great things have been happening the last few months. And honestly, what's important is that as you build before quarter four, actually occurs, is you're getting consistency and you're actually seeing a pathway and a map forward, right? You don't want to be the guy that's just starting in Q4, right? Because you want to obviously be building before you actually get to that point. So good to see everyone today. We got Drix in the house. We got Jill. We got Angel as well. We got a lot of people here. Good to see everybody today. Again, good to see everyone. Definitely drop a like in the video as well. And comment down below, guys, where you're watching from as well. I would love to go ahead and get rocking and rolling and see where y'all are from. And before we actually start, guys, let's go ahead and give out one Beyond Six Figures hoodie before we actually get rocking and rolling today. So all you got to go ahead and do is comment lucky number 7 down below. Comment lucky number 7 down below. And one person who comments will win the BSF hoodie, custom hoodie from yours truly, before we actually get into it today, guys. So comment 7 down below as many times as you possibly can. Let's go ahead and see who wins that BSF hoodie, which would be absolutely phenomenal. Also, guys, what's really cool is we're live in like 8 different places right now. We're live in the actual Justin Wall YouTube. We're live on eCom Empires. Good to see us. Shopify Dropshipping, Justin Wall page, BSF group, Dropshipping for Beginners, Dropify, and other places as well, which is really cool. So good to see everyone from wherever you're watching from. Hello. Good to see everyone here today as well. Comment 7 down below as many times as you guys possibly can, and I'll be choosing one person to go ahead and win a hoodie. We actually got Paul on a live event right now as well. Good to see you, Paul. Paul is actually one of my clients who works with Panda Express. You guys know that Chinese restaurant Panda Express? Yeah. Paul works with the corporate and the billionaire owner and all the Panda Expresses across the globe, and we've helped Paul 600% X up his business, which has been amazing. So good to see you, Paul. Paul's absolutely crushing it. Glad to see your massive success while working with us, which is awesome. Congratulations on all of that as well, Paul. We got Bentley's Napa Valley in the house as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Some very cool stuff. We got Angel. We got my man Evan. We got Nagoiso. We got Paul. We got Drix. Good to see everyone here today. And I can only see like half our names as well due to this software. But good to see everyone today. If I didn't call out your name, that's why I just can't really see it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and throw this hoodie to my man Drix. Okay, my man Drix on YouTube. Congratulations. You win a free BSF hoodie, my friend. Congratulations. Reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook to claim your prize. I'll respond to you and get that hoodie sent your way, my friend. Now, we're 3 minutes in, okay? Good to see everybody here today. 12:03, we started maybe about 2 minutes ago. Good to see everyone today. We got lots of good energy as always. Okay, I want to make sure you guys are on the entire stream as well. Straight value delivery. Okay, make sure you guys are ready to stay the entire stream because there's a few important topics I want to talk about today. We got my man Fidel Lopez as well. Good to see you, Fidel. What's going on, brother? Very good stuff. Paul says insane growth thanks to Justin. Hey, well, good to see you on the live stream today, Paul. It's an absolute pleasure to work alongside you. Congratulations on your massive success and everything else that we've achieved here at BSF, my friend. I couldn't be more proud of you, Paul. Paul is literally having the best months of his entire career right now, which is awesome. Absolute rock star. I couldn't be more proud of you, my friend. Now, Deontay says Facebook didn't work, so I had to hop on YouTube. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you, Deontay. Hopefully all is well, my man. Very good. Good to see everyone in here today. Very good. Let me just make sure we are locked and loaded on our groups before we actually dive in fully. Give me 2 seconds, guys, and we will get moving. We are live here. Very good. We got Elson in the house as well. We got Caroline Yang as well. Caroline, The house is amazing. Thank you so much for selling me the home. Caroline's actually the lady who sold me one of my latest rental properties. Thank you, Caroline. Everything is phenomenal and going very, very well. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself out in Portugal as well. I'll definitely be visiting you soon, Caroline. So good to see you on the live today. Now, Facebook wasn't working. Interesting. So we actually have a few Facebook groups. I'm not sure. Maybe we clicked a different actual link or profile or whatever, but we are live in our BSF group, which is awesome, guys, which is awesome. So I do see it here, which is good. Okay, so with that being said, guys, what I want to go ahead and kind of cover is a few things here. Now, first and foremost, let's talk about actually achieving consistency, okay, in your business. You got to obviously have systems like we always talk about. You got to have real systems and real growth plans. You can't just, throw random shit at the wall and hope it sticks, right? You want to have real movement and a real ideology to move forward, knowing what's next, okay? Chronological ordering is one of the most important things in all of e-commerce. Okay. And what's important is that we actually understand that as you move forward, okay, each step is chronological. So whether you're following the farm system, okay, or a different system, everything that you follow should be in chronological ordering. Okay. That's the most important part. We want to realize a few things. Okay. You're going to get different results depending on what you're marketing, what your actual targeting keywords are, and what your ad account is actually looking like as well. You'll never be able to kind of get identical results, even if you're selling the same product in two different ad accounts. Okay, you got to go ahead and really understand how to move forward in the system, because no matter what you do, you're going to see different results than what you saw last time. And that's one of the most important things to realize. Okay, understand that Facebook, okay, is never going to really act the same. Okay, it's going to be different whenever you try to market a new product or try a new strategy. Okay, so you want to know how to obviously adapt based on what KPIs you see and what type of results you see as well. All these things are massively important. The reason you see so much consistency in results from our clients is because we have real systems for everything that we do. Whether you're getting great results in your KPIs or average results, we're going to be able to have a proper guideline and map to help you move forward and scale, right? That's the beauty of having a pre-built system that is able to obviously be used as a consistent linear growth pattern. We're not looking for 2-week pump and dumps. We're not looking for instant scale. We're looking for linear long-term growth. That's the difference here, guys. So keep that in mind. Now, with that being said, okay, we have a question here. How many sales before you launch a CBO for Facebook? Well, great question. Let's talk about CBOs. So as we see here, one of the most important things to realize is knowing that you don't just go to CBO right away. Okay, you don't go to CBO right away. You start with algorithmic targeting, move to micro big bang, begin retargeting as well. Okay, go into big bang and then start utilizing your CBO. Let's talk about it a bit deeper though in English terms, right? So CBO stands for campaign budget optimization. And the goal of a CBO is to keep the actual spent in the best place possible, so you're not actually spending money in ads that won't do well, okay? It's going to optimize your spend to get you a better return, which is awesome. So with that being said, let's go ahead and understand a few different things also. We don't really start the CBO until after a successful micro or macro big bang campaign, okay? So with that being said, okay, when we're launching our micro big bang or our macro big bang, we're always going to make sure that we have consistency or profitability early on in our algorithmic targeting campaign, which is 11 audiences launched on $5 a piece, all with a different specific criteria to follow, whether it's magazines, whether it's styles. Okay, it's going to be all specifically created based off different categories in ways that you want to go ahead and market. Okay, the goal of algorithmic is to hit every corner of the market, whether it's magazines, types, celebrities, okay, but hit every corner of the market so you know what corner of the market is buying your product at the lowest cost per acquisition. That's the difference, knowing where to go ahead and spend money to get the lowest cost per purchase or cost per acquisition. That's how you actually maintain profitability long term. Too many people leave all their ads on while not focusing on cutting their spend and putting the spend toward the audiences that are getting the lowest CPA. Okay, that's one of the most important things. As you move forward from algorithmic, you're moving into remarketing and duplicating and dissecting. Okay, all of these things are basic for us here at BSF, but we have to understand with the consistency and drive that we have to generate a real foundation, it's necessary to make sure you don't skip these steps. The whole goal is to have a legitimate business long term and to not just be focusing on running a business that's going to be a 2-week pump and dump like so many of us have imagined and talked about, right? It's all about actually building consistency and having growth like this and not just growth like this, okay? That's the difference. And that's why we build a foundation at first as well. It's because we're focusing on generating consistency, ladies and gents, consistency. Now, with that being said, okay, as we generate our foundation, things like algorithmic targeting, which is just 11 audiences and $5 a piece, those are foundational. Remarketing, okay, foundational. Okay, micro big bang, foundational, duplications, foundational. When I say foundational, what I'm saying here is we're building a foundation of audiences being duplicated on a horizontal basis. We're not scaling vertically yet. Okay, we're building a horizontal foundation so we can enable ourselves to have true consistency after we scale. That's the difference maker. It's not instant scale. It's about having consistent scale. Okay, that's what makes you sleep at night, knowing that your business is consistent, not volatile. Now, we said algorithmic, we said micro, and then we said macro are all foundational campaigns. That's correct. But when we get to CBO, that's going to be a vertical scale campaign. The reason is the following. All the other audiences are built off of duplications and a volume of other audiences that are running, meaning it's going to be lower budget audiences, but many of them duplicated to be slow cooked longer term to act as our foundation, right? To act as our foundation. Okay. When we launch our CBO at around, well, not around, when we see the micro or macro big bang perform at a profitable rate, we'll then move forward and begin actually utilizing CBO. Okay. And CBO is phenomenal because it's going to spend your money in the best way possible so you have the best return in ROI. Okay. So we start CBO off at a $150 budget, but it's only going to be starting after we launch micro and macro big bang successfully. And if this sounds kind of like gibberish to you guys, take a note down. After the live stream, go ahead and watch our scaling review YouTube videos that we have. I go over or Facebook group videos. I have tons of actual YouTube videos and tons of Facebook group scaling videos as well. And this stuff isn't all over the internet, guys. We're very underground here, as y'all know. Okay, so be sure to go into the Facebook groups that we have, okay, or the YouTube channel and look at these specific systems if you haven't been able to kind of understand what Big Bang or Micro Big Bang means yet. You can look in the guide section of this group or look at the YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube as well to see more in-depth scaling if this stuff doesn't make sense to you yet after our live. Definitely stay on because it's the stuff that you don't know that will enable you to actually get the results that you didn't know you can achieve, okay? Now, with CBO, like we said, it's going to be a vertical scaling campaign. It's not an infrastructure campaign, it's vertical scale. Okay, so with that being said, when we start our CBO, it's on a $150 budget. We're going to be monitoring it on a 24 to 48 hour window at first. Oftentimes the CBO will break even in the first 24 hours as it stabilizes and optimizes. I'm looking for the second day and forward to be profitable or a massive movement up. Okay, the goal here is to have the CBO operating in a way where you could take all of your audiences from your big bang, from your micro big bang, and continue putting them into the actual vertical scale CBO. So what you're doing here is the reason it's called the farm method, okay, because we're farming audiences on a foundational duplication aspect here, building an infrastructure. And as we scale vertical and have a higher budget, we're taking audiences that have already proven themselves from big bang and micro big bang to be put into the CBO. Okay, that's how we're nurturing and keeping long-term scale thereafter. So many people say, hey, my ads are dying because you're not running the ad system that we're running, right? Because if you have this ad system running, you could create and nurture new audiences to put in a CBO constantly to scale. Essentially, the farm or the micro, the macro big bang are the crops that we pick to give to feed to the cattle, right? That's why it's called the farm system. Think of it like that. If you see it, algorithmic starts off as our first foundation. Okay, micro big bang starts off as our kind of more advanced foundation to scale higher, as well as big bang, as the only difference is $5 compared to $1.50 on these audiences, then moved into a CBO for long-term scale. Give me a 7, comment 7 down below if you guys can see the movement, okay, of audiences from algo, micro, and macro directly into CBO. Okay, and that's how we keep the audiences running long term. That's how you can build a business that's consistent long term. That's the difference, right? Having actual audiences to utilize to put into the CBO. That's the true difference. Okay, having a plan and a true predictable map that you can follow, and not just ideologies or random movements that don't actually generate consistency. Okay, we got tons of 7s here on the streamer, which is great. Good to see it. Good to see this. Now, guys, what's important, okay, is that you understand how this actually gravitates toward the movement forward. When you're at CBO and you're starting to do well, you want to do a few things from that point on, okay? You want to start increasing the CBO's budget by 20 to 50%, okay? Not 100%, not 200%. You're not going too aggressive. You're focusing on consistency and slow linear scale because we'd rather scale like this, have our processors, our ad accounts, and our Facebook profile not banned, rather than scale like this overnight because we have good KPIs, but then get everything banned and get push back to square one. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. That's the difference of actually having a true system and not just following random BS. Okay, now got a lot more questions here as well. Okay, Deontay says, no one else is giving away this much quality content away for free. I appreciate you, Deontay. Good to see you today, my brother, as well. Okay. Evan says, hey, Justin, have you been utilizing UGC TikTok content for initial testing on Facebook ads? Great question. So TikTok is a phenomenal platform to go ahead and move forward and obviously get extra sales and consistency. You can also do some organic movement on TikTok as well. I like to go ahead and build up consistency on Facebook, then Google and YouTube, and then move over toward TikTok as well as other organic outreach means. Okay, it's important that you focus on having a real automated, consistent infrastructure first, so you're not only relying on the organic movement of these algorithms, okay, but you can focus on actually driving your own traffic and controlling your own traffic, so you're in control of your own ship and you're not held captive by algorithms, okay? People can say the same thing with Facebook, but when you're controlling your traffic and everything else that comes along with it, you're going to have a much more easy opportunity to scale up and build a business long term. You should have all of these things being used on your brands and your businesses, okay? But there's an order. I like Facebook, okay, Google, and YouTube. When I say Facebook, I also mean Instagram, etc. Okay, and building up in that order of operation, okay? But overall, TikTok, YouTube, Google, Facebook, etc. is phenomenal. Facebook is still the king, though, for sure. Okay. Very good. How many times a day would you say post on social media and what content? Well, let's say you're in physical product base, you don't really have to worry about posting too much social content when you're first starting off testing or scaling, right? Really, you have to focus on your cost per acquisition and getting your KPIs in a favorable manner. If you're in the info product space or the service space, right, you should be posting consistently daily. In our actual service focused program, we're working with Paul. We're working with people like QB the Jets and people who work with the QB the Jets and things of that nature. We're having a consistent schedule of daily posting, but it really depends what you're doing and what you have going on to dictate what schedule I would personally give you. Okay. How do you feel with Facebook ban/restrictions, especially during Q4? Biggest roadblock for sure. Thanks for the hoodie, bro. Appreciate it. My pleasure, Drixon. Good to see you, man. And great question. So the thing is, Facebook bans are always going to be a part of the game, right? And honestly, it's not the end of the world because there's so many connects these days to get new accounts, new ad accounts, new profiles, new BMs. Doesn't even phase me anymore. There's just so many connects. So if I have all these connects that could get me all these profiles left and right, I'm not going to let something like this that I can't control annoy me, because it's part of the game and it's basically a tax of doing business. We got Finley in the house, says lunch break vibes. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Okay, very nice. Okay, Finley says, what do you think of YouTube ads? YouTube ads are great. We run YouTube ads, and I would say YouTube, the CPMs are slightly higher on ads, but the thing is you're getting higher quality people because people are searching for things specifically rather than straight impulse. So keep that in mind. Okay. Now, one of the things I want to bring up to you guys as well is by having consistency in true systems like this, you'll actually be able to have predictability in your business. It's not about just moving forward and having ads running just for the heck of it. You should be having the best, most optimal setup possible. So every cent you spend, you're getting the best return possible. Okay. There's no use just driving forward for no freaking reason. Okay. Not even looking at KPIs. You should be focusing on driving the best KPIs in your realm. So a lot of people, before they start blaming the ads or before they start trying to increase the budget, look at your conversion rate. Look at your average order value. Look at your upsell take rate. Look at your pre-purchase upsell take rate. Do you have an actual add-on for insured shipping? Do you have bundle options? Okay. Do you have hidden discounts on the landing page? All of these things, so almost all people forget to do before they scale. You guys let me know below. Would we rather have a higher conversion rate and a higher average order value before we scale or after we scale? What do you guys think? Before we scale or after we scale? Do we want to have a higher average order value and a higher conversion rate before we scale or after we scale? Let me know what you guys think down below. Okay, what do you guys think? I'll give you 30 seconds to go ahead. Let me know what you think. Don't be shy. Answer. There's no wrong answers unless it's a wrong answer, right? And I'll let you know. But correct. Angel says before. Okay, yes. We want to make these adjustments before, because if we can have a higher upsell take rate before, a higher pre-purchase upsell take rate before, a higher average order value before, okay, a higher take rate on anything before, that's going to service a better purpose before we increase our budgets, right? Because if we do all these adjustments and all these movements forward before we scale, then when we scale, we're going to be making much more, okay, return and also better consistency and ROI altogether. Okay, so before you really start relying on scaling massively, focus on dialing in all of these points that I've mentioned. Okay, for those of you who have a great consistency right now at this time, focus on actually dialing in a pre-purchase upsell, a post-purchase upsell, all of these things. Okay, your post-purchase with our BSF system should be converting at around 20% as well as a pre-purchase. Okay, you want to make sure that this is definitely dialed in, along with having your actual order bump for insured shipping on the actual checkout page to get people to increase their order value. All of these things are massively important, and do not forget about any of them. Also, one thing that's gotten lost in translation over the last several years that I've noticed is the importance of using tools that allow you to see what traffic is doing on your site. Okay, you should be moving. Let's say you're using hotjar.com or Lucky Orange, for example, one of these websites that allows you to actually watch the recordings of people on your site and where they're moving. When you see hot or heat maps of people below the fold, okay, the fold on mobile, okay, is anything that loads from this point that you have to scroll down to see is below the fold. You want everything important above the fold, okay, on scrolling through mobile devices. Okay, keep that in mind. You want to make sure that all the important parts are above the fold, which is why I recommend using things like heat maps to see where the people are clicking most frequently. So if you're noticing below the fold, they're clicking on a button or something of that nature a lot, you can move it above the fold on mobile, okay, to increase your conversion rate. All of these things are massively, 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 massively important, ladies and gents, and keep that in mind. Okay. Now, Deontay says, statistics lined up before scale 100%. Before we scale, before, amazing, amazing stuff, 100%. Okay. How do you track ROAS properly with Facebook not tracking properly after iOS 14? Or is it just an ad account? There's actually a really, really simple fix for this. You should use the app Commently. Commently will help you actually track all of your purchases, etc. And so you could actually be on the same page and know what data you're actually looking at. Okay. Commently is phenomenal and will fix your tracking issues. Okay. Aspect says, yo, how do you counter Facebook ad restrictions after everything? Proxies, ignition, agency ad accounts, etc. Just random bans during waves. Well, ultimately, setting yourself up in a place to just be consistent, right? Having multiple accounts connected towards several accounts and having back-end actual attributions where, let's say one of your other main profile or Facebook accounts is connected to one of your other BMs, right? All of these things, you should be having everything connected to each other and having no other people who are external or third-party users connected to your stuff. I've had times when I've had very successful stores running and then someone else who's connected to my account gets banned and that got my account banned, right? So make sure you're the only one connected to your stuff and make sure you have multiple access and login points and access points to your account from other accounts as well. That's a great way to go ahead and make it happen. Okay. Suno says Q4 has a higher cost than Facebook ads, so the right time to start an eCom store is Q1, right, Justin? Can I have your valuable comments on my views? For sure, Sunil. So honestly, you're going to have higher CPMs in Q4, but guess what? You're having more people who are buying in Q4 and higher quality individuals as well. Okay, honestly, there's more people buying in Q4. There's more people buying prone in Q4. So honestly, the best time to be involved in e-commerce is Q4, not Q1. I would say it's 100% Q4. Not a single doubt in my mind. So if anyone's looking to actually get started or begin building, now is the time. You're still about a month and a half, 2 months out. You still got time. Get started now and start building, because now is the time when you put in the work to actually begin to do well and really get a great start ahead in Q4. So Q4 is by far the best time to ever begin, for sure. Okay, very, very cool. Aspect says, awesome, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you as well, my man. Appreciate you as well. Okay. Now, one thing I also want to go ahead and talk about for y'all as well is those of you who are looking to actually get inside beyond six figures. Okay. We have a lot of people who are looking to get inside BSF. Okay. And honestly, we don't have unlimited spots, right? And a lot of you guys hit us up, ask to join. Then when you're ready, we don't have a spot at that time. So if you'd like to actually get a spot here at BSF to get ready for Q4, okay, what you want to go ahead and do is the following. I'll share my screen and show you guys exactly what you got to go ahead and do. All you got to go ahead and do is go on justinwall.com/platinum. Okay, you just go to justinwall.com/platinum, just like I'm showing you right now. You go here, you type in your name, your number, your phone number, okay, and you click Speak with Justin Now. It's going to take you to a page, okay, with me actually conversating with you. I will audit your current business. I will see exactly what you have going on. Okay, but what you want to go ahead and do is make sure you actually type this in. I'll give everyone 30 seconds. If you opt in today off this live stream, I'll give you $300 off, okay, if you actually go ahead and opt in today. We're looking to close the last few spots that we have here. We're pretty much done, Okay. And it's only active for today. So if you want a $300 off voucher, that's only active for today, moving forward, not yesterday, not tomorrow, today. You have to just go to justinwall.com/platinum, click enter. Okay. If you actually want to work with a real program of people who will actually help you and not just screw you over. Okay. And talk about all these different ways that they'll actually be able to help you. Okay. We have the most consistent results in the industry for a reason. We have people that we work with from Shark Tank for a reason. We work with NFL athletes for a reason. We have the most consistent results in the industry for a reason. You see the results that we generate every single day for our clients for a reason, right? Because we actually go above and beyond. We're not just going to let you sit there and smoke and mirrors. I'm building out custom scale maps for you personally. I'm looking at every little last thing that you do. You will not launch a single ad or choose a single product or write a piece of copy or spend a single cent without it going through me first. That's why so many of my students do so well and why you see more student success than any other program in the industry here at Beyond Six Figures. It's because we actually care and we go above and beyond and make sure that you're actually achieving what it is that you're looking to do here, right? And I have so many people that say, Justin, I took this guy's program, this other guy, this guy. I've heard it all, okay? Heard it all. If you want to join a program that actually is an experience and will actually help you achieve your goals and not just spin freaking tires, but actually build a real business and an asset, not just a 2-week pump and dump like half the peanut gallery will have you do, I highly recommend. You need to go ahead to your browser right now. I'll show you. Okay, literally go to your browser. Okay, up there, type in justinwall.com/platinum. justinwall.com/platinum. Super easy. Click enter. Once you do that and you type in your name and your email, you click the Speak with Justin Wall button. Let me know that you've done so and type in done below in our chat, and I'll go ahead and make you valid for the $300 discount. Okay, if you opt in tomorrow because you're watching the replay, not going to be valid. Okay, it's only valid when you're watching on the live stream or if you're watching on the replay today in one of the Facebook groups or YouTube. Okay, that's the only way I'll be able to give you the voucher. We never do discounts ever, especially because we have the most consistent results. There's no reason I have to. Okay, so go to this page, type in your name, email, click Speak with Justin Wall, and then you'll be good to go. That's the final time I'm going to go ahead and say it. If you want to go ahead and get involved, definitely do it yourself a favor and do so. Okay. I'm telling you, you're going to regret not getting involved if you're looking to actually build an e-commerce, guys. So with that being said, okay, continue to build now at this point. Okay. We have Q4 right around the actual corner and you need to be making sure you're putting in your efforts now. There's no time to go ahead and waste and to go ahead and go hang out with friends or go to the bar. Hustle down. Okay. Simmer down a little bit. Okay. Realize that in order to be successful, you got to go through hardship. Okay. You got to do more than Joe Schmo's doing to your right. Just because Joe Schmo is working an hour a day, then hitting the bar after doesn't mean that's what you have to do as well. Okay. You got to be more successful than Joe Schmo because Joe Schmo is not going to be nothing in 10 years. Okay. You have to be consistent. You got to have discipline and understand that this is your life. Okay. This is your life. There's nothing else out there that's going to change the movement of what you're doing except you. Understand that. Okay. Move forward, achieve your own results, achieve your consistency, and get guidance and help as you do it. There's no reason to go ahead and reinvent the wheel yourself. Okay. Because it's been done thousands of times already through our own program and system alone. Okay. So make it happen. Good to see everyone today on the live stream as well. We went for about 30 minutes today, which was amazing. Okay. If you're hopping on late, went for about 25 minutes, straight value, going over the farm system and talking about preparation to have consistency. So make sure you're able to watch the whole replay as well. If you didn't watch the whole thing, okay, rewatch it for sure. And remember, if you're looking to actually get involved, go to justinwall.com/platinum. Okay, make sure that you're actually able to go ahead and opt in today to get a $300 discount if you're actually ready to go ahead and enroll. Okay, and if you also opt in today, but you want to enroll next week, you'll still get the $300 discount, but you just have to opt in today. And that's the only way that we do it. So just go to justinwall.com/platinum, guys. And that's literally it. Okay. So with that being said, I just dropped a link down below on YouTube as well as on Facebook groups, which is awesome. So hopefully you guys can see that we're live in like 9 different places right now, which is great. But with that being said, watch the whole replay back. Okay. Awesome session today, guys. Be sure to start building up your consistency and start getting these built out for your business. Okay, because it's important that you understand that as you move forward, you got to have systems. You got to have the actual movement that you need. Okay, so realize that what you do today, what you do tomorrow is going to dictate where you are in Q4, where you are in Q1. Okay, go above and beyond. Realize that this stuff isn't rocket science. It's just knowing what to do and when to do it. Okay, so hear me out there, guys. Watch the whole replay over. We went through all of this for you guys as well for free, which is amazing. Go through it, understand it, utilize it. And if you're running a business right now, try this stuff and let me know how it works in the Facebook group. Give me some feedback if you guys give it a shot. I love y'all, and you guys have been supporting us so much up until this point. I thank you guys for that unmatched attention and support. We wouldn't be here without y'all actually keeping us fired up to create systems and push them forward to help you guys continue to scale. We appreciate you guys more than you know. Seeing your likes, your comments, and your attendance and everything else fires myself up, fires the team up more than you guys will ever know, and we're eternally grateful for you guys as well. So I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy it, and have a good one, guys. Be sure to make sure you watch the entire replay, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. If you actually want to get involved in BSF Platinum as well, definitely do yourself a favor, guys. Definitely do yourself a favor. Click justinwall.com/platinum and make sure you guys are actually able to move forward and generate this type of consistency in your business, because the only difference between having consistency is actually using proper systems. Keep that in mind, guys. So I love y'all. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the amazing support. Utilize these systems in your store today. Okay, most people will charge you for this stuff. I just want you to use it, get great results in your business, and I'll see you guys shortly as well. I love y'all. Have a good rest of your day and enjoy, guys. Have a good one.